What is chromosome? The human body is made up of trillions of cells, and each cell contains genetic material called a chromosome. Chromosomes come in different shapes and sizes, but they all have one thing in common: they contain tightly packed strands of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is a molecule that contains instructions for how our bodies are formed and how we function. Each strand of DNA contains genes, which act as the basic unit of microscope heredity. This means that chromosomes control what physical features we inherit from our parents. In humans, most cells contain 23 pairs of chromosomes called histones, with one pair being inherited from each parent. Structure of chromosomes. Chromosomes are DNA-containing structures found in the nucleus of living cells. Chromosomes are made up of two strands of genetic material called chromatids, which are held together by a structure known as a centromere. Each chromosome consists of thousands to millions of genes, which carry instructions for the cell's function and development. The structure of a chromosome varies from species to species. In humans, chromosomes consist primarily of two long strands held together by proteins referred to as histones. The two strands coil around each other, forming an X-shaped structure known as an X-body or solenoid shape. This shape allows for efficient interaction between the genes located on each strand and helps with gene regulation and expression during various stages of cellular activities. Types of chromosomes. There are two main types of chromosomes, based on their shape and size: autosomes and sex chromosomes. Autosomes make up the majority of chromosomes in a species and carry the majority of genes responsible for development and physical traits. Sex chromosomes are involved with determining an organism's gender. Typically, there is one pair of sex chromosomes per cell. Role in DNA replication. DNA replication is an essential process in the life cycle of a chromosome. It involves the duplication of genetic material in order to produce two identical copies from one original molecule. Chromosomes disorders. Examples of genetic and chromosomal disorders include Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, and Fragile X syndrome. Structure of DNA. The structure of DNA is the foundation for the way that genetic information is stored and passed down from generation to generation. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid, and it consists of two strands that are coiled around each other in a double helix formation. Each strand is made up of units called nucleotides, which contain chemicals called bases. These bases come in four types: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine, which pair up with each other across the two strands. Variations: autosomes and sex chromosomes. Autosomes and sex chromosomes differ in structure, function, and location within the cell. Autosomes contain genetic instructions that determine an individual's traits such as height, hair color, and eye color. There are 22 pairs of autosomes in humans, for a total of 44 autosomal chromosomes. Sex chromosomes consist of two types: X chromosome, female, and Y chromosome, male. Females have two X chromosomes while males have one X chromosome and one Y chromosome. Evolution, change over time. Evolution can be observed in many different ways. For instance, scientists can study changes in chromosome structure over multiple generations. Chromosomes are strands of DNA that contain genetic instructions and determine an organism's physical characteristics. When there is a mutation or variation within the chromosome structure, this can result in new traits being expressed among members of a species. Through analysis of such changes over many generations, scientists can identify patterns that demonstrate how an organism has adapted to its environment through evolutionary processes. Conclusion: History of discovery of chromosome. A chromosome is an essential component of the genetic makeup of all living organisms. It is made up of a complex arrangement of DNA and proteins that houses the genetic material that helps determine the physical characteristics and traits of an individual or species. Understanding how chromosomes work and what they do can help us better understand life on Earth, from its beginnings to its potential future.